Oh dear God, look at the amount of French armies coming in. This is insane. Legion, and welcome to my channel. My name is Ludi, and today we're gonna do our Toblerone Maximus Switzerland guide. That is correct. We're going full on mercenary, and we're taking on the world right here. If we also get 5,000 likes, I'm gonna do a Mulhausen achievement guide. To start it off, we have to mention that the starting leader of Switzerland is RNG. That means you can get a 000 or a 666 each time you start your game. It's a different ruler with different skills. Whatever you do, I recommend that you focus on military points and go for a morale of armies or discipline advisor if you have one available. And for your estates, give the +1 military, diplo, and admin privileges, as well as oversight by the clergy, free enterprises, and patronage of the arts for the free prestige, and aristocratic counselors with supremacy over the crown. We're also going to be developing Roman Deep, and we're going to be assigning encouraged development before we do so. Once this means we can sell titles for a bit of cash, then we can seize land for a little bit more land, and we're going to develop this a second time. And of course, don't forget to summon the diet and go for whichever agenda best suits you. Now in this campaign, we're going to do it a little bit different from my 1.30 Switzerland guide, as there are some things that have changed. First off, we're not going to be attacking the 3 leagues, we're going to be allying them, and we're going to try and get 100 relations with them, as if you have 100 relations with the 3 leagues, within 10 years an event will pop out that will give you the 3 leagues as a free vassal. We're basically going to do the same thing with Geneva here. We're going to be supporting their independence when we have that available, and we will be getting some claims on Burgundy, as well as we'll be renting condottieri to the English or French, whichever side is winning, to get another secret event that is specific to the Swiss. Alliance wise, we don't really have many options for allies, mostly just OPMs around the HRE, so I recommend you wait out for your alliances, or if you really want to, you can just go for some of these OPMs. I prefer to wait a little bit after I get my vassals to get some proper alliances. I've also recruited 3,000 more infantry units, and I am improving relations with the 3 leagues here. I also need to get 100 relations with the Pope, but that's easy to do. You just buy indulgence, and that gives you 75 relations with the Pope. Also, before you actually get your claims on Burgundy, you also can get the claims on Brigance. You only should get the claims if they don't get any massive allies. A lot of the times they get Austria as an ally. If that happens, do not bother with it. In my case, I was lucky enough and they only got Württemberg as an ally, so they're an easy target, which is why I'm going to prioritize Brigance rather than Burgundy first, with Burgundy following after my Brigance war. Why did I also recruit more infantry units and not mercenaries? Because we start with 10% professionalism. So that means if we recruit mercenary units, we're going to lose our professionalism, and we don't want to lose it just yet. We will be slackening recruitment to get some extra manpower before we actually recruit some mercenaries. We got the claim on Brigance, and we will be attacking them now. Their ally Württemberg is really not much of an issue. I want to co-belligerate them, but that would bring a lot of other nations in, so I'm not going to do it. Let's go. We're also going to be making our starting leader a general, and holy schnitzel, that is actually amazing. 5 shock, that's gonna help. We've also managed to get 100 relations with the 3 leagues, and we will wait until we manage to get them as a vassal from the event. We're gonna be making our way also to Württemberg here so we can finish them off as well. And despite not co-belligerating Württemberg, I am going to vassalize them. It is a little bit of extra aggressive expansion, but it does give me the opportunity of expanding in this area after I've integrated Württemberg, or if they have some claims as well. There you go, they got claims on Ulm, albeit Ulm is a free city, so I cannot really touch it. Fairly easy sieges here, so we're gonna go for the vassalization of Württemberg first off, take all the cash that we can take as well, and afterwards, of course, we're gonna be fully annexing the nation of Brigance. Take note that because we are not allied to the Austrians, which are the emperor right now, annexing Brigance means that we're gonna get a very upset emperor with us, and not really something you want to have in the early game next to you. So one way of avoiding this is declaring another war whilst you're in this war, so they cannot declare the unlawful territory. Luckily enough, Savoy was excommunicated, but they have a strong alliance set, and I don't yet have both of my vassals and the army strength that I need to take these guys on, so because of that I am going to wait a little bit. One more thing I can do to get me on the good side of Austria is send a scornful insult to my rival and also their rival, which is giving me quite get a little bit of a relationship boost with the Austrians. We're also going to go for our tech here. That is amazing. And we have started getting our claims here. I am going to peace out brigands. I know that the Austrians are going to ask me for unlawful territory, but because my relations are over 100 now, there is a chance also that they will not ask me, albeit a very small chance. We can get some new rivals now, and I'm going to go for the Burgundians, of course, as well as Milan. We're going to be coring up brigands 2, go for stab 1, and we can do our first mission of consolidation of Switzerland. However, we're going to put this off for a little bit, since we want to first off get the 3 leagues as a vassal before we get the cores on. Well, the Austrians still ask me for unlawful territory, so I'm going to cancel my improved relations with them. Screw you, Austria. We're going with France. Get out of my face. Exactly. Now we are France's best buddies right here. Oh, nuts. Okay. Did not expect them to call me into the war. But yeah, I guess it's a defensive war, so this is good and bad. It's bad because we actually wanted to send condottieri to the French during this war to get 5% professionalism from an event. But it's all good. It's still gonna get us on France's good terms, and maybe they'll even help us in the war against the Burgundians after. Yep, they definitely will if we promise them some land. Guess what? We can now support the independence of Geneva, and we will be doing so because we want to see them take over all of these lands from the Savoyans. This is, of course, because we will eventually be vassalizing them, so even if we don't vassalize them, we will get cores on all of these lands, and we can easily take it away from the Geneva nation rather than fighting off Savoy. There you go, the Swiss Confederation just triggered. We can make the 3 leagues a vassal or get some tax and base production. I recommend you make them a vassal, obviously. And because the French are our allies in the war, they also helped us with the rebels. That is absolutely amazing. We now can do the consolidation of Switzerland and integrate the 3 leagues as well, which gives us a little bit of extra diplo reputation. There you go. We also have the Independence War? No, that's the Milanese conquest of Mantua. I guess they cannot declare their independence until Savoy finishes that war. Going to be making this a full core as well, as it is the first of our expansion into the Austrian lands, since brigands is, after all, family. I mean Austrian, sorry. The fact that we got the 3 leagues means we have expanded our land force limit, so we can get 2 more units here. We're going to get some cavalry units. We're also going to be able to attach our vassals to our main force. Fortune has struck, and the Burgundians have attacked Liège, which means the Emperor is at war with Burgundy, which also means that if I attack Burgundy, not all of their allies are going to join in. This is a great opportunity, actually, and I'm going to attack him right now. So I'm going to get my claim on Augsburg and bring the diplomat back so I can actually attack Burgundians. Why am I attacking Burgundy and not Austria for the Swabian lands? Because Austria, first off, is a little bit stronger. Could still win this, but it's easier taking the Burgundian lands first before the Burgundian inheritance happens, and I also can take advantage of France joining in this war. So overall, this should be a fairly easy war for me, in which I can basically just get free lands that will make me stronger for the next war against the Austrians later on. Let's hope that the French do the bulk of the work here, so we don't really need to work our asses off in this war. One easy way of managing your allies in wars is to assign objectives to them. For example, I've been assigning objectives to the French and their vassals here, which really helped me facilitate the conquest of the Burgundian lands. That being said, Charles is the ruler of Burgundy. It literally just happened, and I am worried the Burgundian inheritance might trigger, which would mean that I would not be getting anything. So I'm not going to be super greedy, and I am going to peace them out right now. I'm not going to go for the money. I am going to give 2 provinces to the French, which is enough for them to be actually okay with the peace deal, and I am taking war reps and 2 provinces for myself. Coalition-wise, nobody that is important would join in here, and I think I can even take a little bit of cash. That's pretty much all I can take. Let's go for this peace deal. This is a fairly good deal, and it is going to be vital that we do this before the inheritance triggers, which is going to be pretty bad for us if we lose all the stuff that we were aiming for. The nation of Savoy also peaced out in their war, and Mantua apparently is a little bit bigger than you would imagine Mantua should be. We also can pay off the loans that we got, well, most of the loans that we have, and we are going to be slackening recruitment standards to go to 0 professionalism, which means we can now recruit mercenaries, as we will be attacking the nation of Savoy. Also take 5% here and kill off the rebels, and we will need the mercenaries in the Savoyan war. So we're ready for the war against Savoy. We will be declaring this. Mantua is not joining because they obviously had problems during their war with Milan, but we have to fight Florence and Mulhouse. So because of that, we're gonna go for mercenaries. We're gonna do our mission here first, which is quite easy. Just dev this up twice, and booyah, we got a little bit more money from that. And we are gonna go for the indebted to the burghers loans, which are way better, which means we can also get some mercenaries and even some more alliances before we start the war. I am gonna go for the Bohemian alliance. Let's go free company though. Booyah, and ready for the war. Let's start this off. Reconquest of Vado, Valese. Let's do it. We're gonna be hiring a new general also. Hopefully he's got a good decent siege. Seriously, 5 maneuver. Are you kidding me? Feels bad, man. Feels very, very bad. Nope. Nope. Why would you get siege pip when you can have 5 maneuver, right? We probably need to get another mercenary company, and I am gonna go for one that has the siege pips. That means the Schwarzegard, which is the black card. Chambéry has fallen, and likely Genoa, or better yet Geneva, is gonna fall too soon. I am gonna mainly try and siege down the enemy provinces so that I can piece them out without having to fight their armies too much, but a few engagements are gonna be necessary. I don't know what the AI is doing here. I think the AI is broken, guys. What on earth is happening? Somebody can explain that to me? Let's go siege down Cuneo as well, and hopefully this is gonna fall. Yep, it fell. Nice. It looks like they're sieging down Bern. That is not an issue. We have defensiveness edict there, so it's gonna take them a while to take that fort. We should be able to siege down Cuneo way before they ever siege that. Of course, minus 10 prestige. Why would I ever have prestige, right, guys? Cuneo is down also, and we have the war score to enforce what we want, which is the 3 provinces here, but I also want to get some more cash from them, so I'm gonna stay in this war for a little bit longer. Gonna siege these parts down as well, and I am likely going to engage their armies too, so I can get a little bit of army tradition from this war. Let's go ahead and try and liberate the city of Bern before it gets... Oh, okay, they just stopped sieging. In that case, let's meet them head on. Oh, yous are gonna get a real hurt. Remove obstacles. What the hell is this event? All right, that should be a fair stack wipe right there. Thank you for coming over to Switzerland. Hope you had a great stay. We'll see you again in the future. Go over to Mulhouse. Tell them everything is not about Mulhouse. Oh god, our dude died. That is horrible. Whatever, man. There you go. Mulhouse. Go bye-bye. And we're gonna try and get these guys stack wiped. I think they're gonna retreat to Urash if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that is a retreat to Urash, and they are absolutely Zebidedensteinen. Also, let's go for this, and we can do our first idea. I went with plutocratic ideas as the Swiss guys. The best first idea set is plutocratic because it has manpower for mercenaries and discipline, morale of armies, 1 extra merchant, goods produced, caravan power, manpower recovery speed, and this is crap, but the rest is absolutely amazing. Aside from this, it also mixes well with the other idea sets for the policies that we get. Let's make East Burgundy a full state also, and I think we can peace out Mulhouse, but I actually want to get stuff from Mulhouse before I peace him out. Oh, that's cute. The Savoyans have recruited the free company. They obviously watch my guides. However, this free company is going to get Stack and Vipened, and we're also going to be attacking the nation of Florence, who is trying to relieve the siege of Monferrato. Dario go, now take on Torino again, and we're going to go into the south, but we are going to be piecing out Mulhouse here, full of Cascio, for reparations, trade power, and cancel alliance with Austria. Why are you allied to Austria? Jesus Christos. I could go south and just enforce my peace deal on Florence as well, but I don't think it's worth my time. Going for my course here, all the money I can take, fix my economy slightly at least. Humiliation, so we actually get some PP, and that is pretty much it. Let's go. There you go. Now we can bring our boys back, and we can also pretty much fix our economy. We're gonna pay the 4% loans. We're gonna keep the other ones for now, and we'll pay them off a little bit later. We only have 0.46 in interest, losing a lot of money because of our overforce limit, but that's not an issue since we will be concentrating and getting rid of a lot of our troops. We can now do Vod and Vallis as well as Sway Geneva, which gives us 50 mil points, and once we've integrated these guys, we're also going to get until the end of the game advisor cost minus 10 and claims on all of Swabia. Get another claim in here as well after we get 30 spy network. Our war exhaustion is a little bit high, but considering we're up to tech with all 3 of our techs, this is not an issue, and we'll just make it go down a little bit after we get some diplo points. And because we have all those mercs and we want to use them before we disband them, we are going to be attacking Milan here, and we're going to be calling the French. Apparently they want land, but we're not going to give him any land, so that's a little bit of a weird situation there. However, not a big deal. Also, remember guys, I am not over my Diplo relation slots because I gave out the strong duchies earlier on once I got both 3 leagues and Württemberg as vassal. We're going to leave our mercenaries to siege that down. We're going to keep our main force behind so we don't lose our manpower. The mercenary manpower pool is massive because we have the autonomous Swiss cantons reform and a few other amazing modifiers there, including the plutocratic ones. Oh dear god, look at the amount of French armies coming into Milan to kill him off. This is insane! So I think I realize why the French actually have all of Milan as vital interest. They got the CB on Milano to restore the Union, which is the reason why they actually joined, because they want me to give them the province of Como. Not happening, France. Not happening whatsoever. Not happening. I'm taking Como for myself. I'm also going to go for the humiliation, trade power, and war reparations here. And that's it for this war. Let's make Como a integral part of the Swiss nation. And with the money we got from that, well, it's actually not much money because most of that went to the French, but still we did get war reps and so on. So economically speaking, we're doing a lot better now. We also can get our second military idea, which is the morale of armies idea, and we should improve relations so we can start integrating the 3 leagues. Fast forwarding a little bit, we are about to integrate the nation of Württemberg next month actually, but before we do that, we're going to be also integrating the nation of the 3 leagues. It is going to take us 1 month to do it because we have cores on the 3 leagues. So essentially we'll be integrating them both in February 1466. Remember that you want to start integrating the nation that you do not have cores on so that you eventually integrate them both on the same day. As such, you don't need to worry about the -3 Diplo rep that you are going to be getting when that happens. We're also going to be going for this, and we will be also going for the Bill of Rights, giving us 50% extra mercenary manpower, which means these guys are insanely overpowered now, plus 125% mercenary maximum manpower. Unbelievable. Can do this as well, and booyah, we've just integrating both of these nations at the same time. Sadly, this also means we are a little bit over our force limit, if I'm not mistaken. 23 out of 19. Yep, that's quite a little bit. So we are gonna have to fight somebody to get rid of some of our troops, essentially. One really great target would be actually Augsburg, but they did ally Austria, so sadly we cannot attack them. We also lost the strong duchies, but we will eventually get it back. Now we can start getting some claims on the nations here. Mulhausen is a great target. Strasbourg is an even better target actually. And most importantly guys, we did not lose the French alliance. How do we not lose the French alliance, you ask? Great question. Let me exemplify by bringing my diplomat back. We traded favors, which we had a lot of, for trust. The best feature added a while ago, but massively overexploited in 1.31. So guys, what would your later expansion be like? Well, obviously finish off all of the Swabian lands, as that's going to give you a special event as well, making your mercenaries even more overpowered with even more permanent modifiers until the end of the game for your mercs. Expand as much as you can in Italy. For me, the Italians have left the Holy Roman Empire, so it is actually quite easy expansion, and the Holy Roman Emperor is Mr. Ludwig. The Austrians losing the emperorship is actually really easy game right now. So of course we'll be taking the Austrian lands and the gold mine in Intal. Idea wise, obviously go for plutocratic first, followed I personally recommend trade, since it is going to help you out so much and make you establish a really strong foothold in the starting trade nodes, and you can also expand in the Genoan trade node through the North Italian provinces. Trade with plutocratic also gives you 1 extra merchant, so that is amazing. You also can go for economic ideas and quantity ideas, which mixed in makes it easy for you to play toll. Or if you want to role play, you can go defensive. However, defensive is the worst idea set from all the military idea sets except naval, so I highly recommend not going for defensive unless you're actually role playing really high defensiveness in the mountain. Also guys, if we get 5,000 1,000 likes in this video, I'm gonna do a video on the nation of Mulhouse. That is correct. We're going for the achievement with that video, so don't forget to leave a like. And I want to see you guys over on my Twitch channel. I do almost daily streams. You can find the link in the description. I also want to give a very special thank you to all of my patrons and channel members, as well as my Twitch subscribers. Thank you so much, guys, for all the support. I wouldn't be able to make these videos without you.